Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Screenstars and welcome to another First Impressions video. Today I'm taking a look at Cartel Tycoon on the PlayStation 5. This has just come out, I think it's today. This is a game that I've kind of been wanting and interested in playing. It's not a full price game. $24.99 is what I paid for the base game. You can pay a bit more, about an extra £10 to get some DLC packs with it and stuff. But I never really do that when I first purchase a game. If I like the game and I get into it, then I might pay the extra to get the DLC packs. And what is Cartel Tycoon, I hear you asking? Well, the clue's in the title, really. You are starting off your own cartel. You are the son of a renowned drug lord. You are in some unspecified country. You are then given your own lieutenant, and then you've got to kind of build your cartel tycoon from the ground up. Your cartel empire, I mean. So it is really a management sim, this. So it works very much like many management sims that you may or you may not have played before. It's just got like the drug stroke cartel theme going on with it. So you start off, you've got to kind of build, you've got like a farm, so you've got to kind of build farms to get your opium, your drugs to sell. You've got your airport to kind of transport it. You've got to kind of build warehouses to store it. A transport company to carry it about. Then you've got to build like legitimate businesses to launder your money that you're making, your dirty money as they call it. You hire more lieutenants to kind of do tasks for you, to buy weapons from neighbouring cartels, because it's quite a large map, and the idea is you've got to try and dominate as much of the map as possible by kind of taking over. By the more money you make, the bigger empire you can build. Now I've played this for about 3 hours so far, and I've got to be honest, it's kind of my bag. This, I like relaxed, chill out games. Yes, okay, you're building the cartel, but it kind of puts a bit of a cartoony spin on it, if you like. It's it's not as if people are getting their heads lobbed off and put on top of turtles here. There's a bit of ripe language here and there. It's not what you would describe as for youngsters, this type of game, obviously. But, it doesn't necessarily take itself too seriously, I don't think. It's set in the 80s. And it's so far quite enjoyable, quite relaxed. You've got a few different modes when you go into it. You've got... I've gone into the story mode to start with. And you've got a few different options in the story mode. The tutorial, it tells you that's about 2 to 3 hours long, I think it says, and then there's sections of the story mode. Some are kind of easy, some are hard, some are unbeatable, it says. So the sections get more and more difficult in the story mode, but I've mainly been spending my time in the tutorial, which is what I strongly recommend anybody does with games like this, to get used to the game and the mechanics of it. Now, the tutorial is fine. What I would say for anybody that's not used to management sims like this, it's not the most intuitive tutorial. Again, it's one of those tutorials that kind of tells you what to do, but it doesn't necessarily... Right, it might say to you, you've got to kind of connect these roads to this place and that place, and while it does it highlights some things here and there, sometimes it's not as prescriptive as it needs to be when you're doing something for the first time, and it takes you a couple of minutes to kind of figure out what it wants, and then once you get there, you're kind of like, oh, right, okay, I won't make that mistake again. But you don't really want to be making the mistakes in the first place in a tutorial. But if you can be fairly patient, this tutorial will teach you everything that you need to know, and then you're fully set up then to go into the game, the story mode, and just go for it. There's a sandbox mode as well. You know, when you've learnt all you need to learn and you're happy enough and you've done as much story mode as you're happy with, you can do sandbox modes and things like that. It's absolutely fine. So I think it looks quite pleasant as well. The game, it's got like a cartoony aesthetic to it. There is voice acting involved. Certainly the bits that I've been doing it in the tutorial, with you kind of communicating with your lieutenant. So yeah, I'm not what I would describe as deep into this game yet. You know, I haven't developed it to the point where you go to war with rival gangs and all that kind of stuff. But I suspect that's going to be on the way, because, like I say, there's a military base I've seen on the map, and there's plenty of competition as well on the map. You can kind of zoom in right out of the map, so you can kind of look at it from a real bird's eye view and see what your competition looks like. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with this one. I like games like this because they're kind of relaxing. And I will hopefully try and get a review up for you as soon as I can, guys. But these sort of games, you've really got to put a bit of time into them. So I'll try my best to get a review up for you maybe by this weekend, but I certainly can't promise that. But anyway, guys, thanks for checking out this first impressions video. Let me know in the comments if this is a game you'll be interested in checking out. And I will, of course, be back with plenty more content on the channel very, very soon.
Now we just kick back and wait for those flowers to grow. What? Got something better to do than wait? Fine. You can alter the game speed using the panel at the top of the screen. Useful information can also be found in the manual. College boy like...
Not bad, eh?
Yeah, you're in.
Is something wrong, Uncle?
What? You think now you sit back and the money just rolls in? Who's going...
Well, I was hoping.
Dios mío. I'll make the deliveries for now. But if you're going to be a successful capo, sobrino, you don't want your lieutenants wasting their time on opium deliveries. You need to get out of this office and into the city. Put that college brain of yours to work on improving logistics. Or pay some nerds for research which figure out a solution to our transportation issues. Either way, soon you'll have this place running like poetry in motion, eh? Looks like you got your first lieutenant, and a handsome one at that. You can give a lieutenant an order using their lieutenant menu. Try it out. Order me to move to the warehouse you built. Now that your lieutenant is at the warehouse, Open their menu and select the ability Deliver. Select the product, the amount you want to be delivered, and show them where to take it. Ruabalo, have me deliver opium to the aerodrome. This will be your selling point. Go ahead, turn it on.
¿Cómo estás?
Open the research tree window and research the transport company. Now that it's been researched, you can build us a transport company to take care of moving products from the warehouse. Make sure that the transport company is within range of the warehouse, and make sure that there are roads connecting it to the aerodrome, obviously. Now all that's left to do is tell the transport company where to deliver to. Open the transport company and set the aerodrome as an additional connection. Then watch the magic happen. Ya está! The distribution of opium is now automated. Use the stop delivery order to cancel your lieutenant's current instructions and save his aging back from further trouble.
Espere un momento, por favor.
You smell that? That's progress, Sobrino. You're doing well.
See, Uncle. In fact, I'm even starting to have a little fun.
Don't get ahead of yourself. There's a long way to go yet.
I'd expect nothing less. So, what now, Lieutenant?
Our warehouses are beginning to fill with dirty money. Dealing in dirty money is a dangerous thing. La Policia can sniff that shit out as if they were truffle pigs. We need a money laundry to scrub that scent from it. Now, your tata just used to pay your college fees in cash and launder it that way. But since that's no longer an option...
Wait, he did what?
Our next best bet would be something like a taxi company. We can build one in the city. And while we're at it, it's time we found a proper residence.
But isn't that a waste of money?
Not at all. A private residence is a good place to stash dirty money in much greater quantities than any other building. Plus, I love you, Sobrino, but one hotel room just isn't big enough for the two of us anymore. You can use dirty money to build too, you know. Open the city menu and start construction of the taxi company with dirty money. But the transport company can't carry cash. It's a policy or something. You'll need to use a lieutenant to transport it to the taxi company. Oh, I wonder who's going to wind up with that job.
Seleccione, por favor. Contactor. Gracias. Empezar.
Excelente. Now you can launder money.
Escucha. Preparado.
To automate the movement of money, you'll need to build a residence. I've marked another area on your map where you could build it. After that, you can stop any ongoing lieutenant deliveries of dirty money using the Stop Delivery command. Home is where the heart is, and now the cash too. But for this to work, you'll need to set the aerodrome and the taxi company as additional connections.